Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today's daily, which is October 24th. We've got puzzle page today. You'll see me looking back and forth because, again, my recording software is deciding that it's going to change its settings every single time that I load it up. So I have to fix things as we go. But anyway, let's get our free coins and let's see what's going on with this puzzle page today. We got some bonus content here. Everything looks okay at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's figure this one out. Estimate thickness. It's going to just be gauge. There we go. Easy enough. Let's get into our picture cross. See what we got going on. Do the old standard. Yeah, everything looks all right. Okay. Looks like I did it correctly. Let's get the 12. Goodness gracious. 12 and 12 and 12. Good. Well, we got a ton of 12s here. Let's just put all that stuff in. We've got some 11s, so these guys all have to go. And then let's see what we've got. The 10, actually, we can do that as well. Let's go to there. Well, actually, we can't go up, so we have to go down. This 3 has to... Oh, the 11 down here. Didn't even see that one. Good. Let's go to the 6. That one will have to go there. 2. Are these guys all just done? They are. We just have to put in the ones to finish them. Well, not you. You have one less click there. You can't be in, so we've got 3 more to go here. Yeah, so it has to be these 3. Please go in. It's looking like it's a fence or a gate or something. The 7 has to be finalized. The 2 has to be finalized. The 2 has to be finalized. And the 7, and then it's going to leave this guy right here. What is that supposed to be? A calendar. Okay. Apparently it's a calendar. All right. Cool. Let's do crossword. What do we have actually here? Crossword, bridges, Futoshiki, word search, cross some, maybe, maybe not, wordy, and challenger. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff to do today, so let's get into it. Let's keep going, I should say. We've already started. Let's go. Standard pack here. Let's go this way. Common river fish. That's a good start. I don't know. Chub? I don't think a chub is a... It is? Okay. Alrighty. Inner. Just inward. Okay. Inner and inward. That's kind of a tough clue for using the same 2 letters to start the word. But anyway, to the greatest degrees utmost. Unspeaking would be mute. Let's see, large mammal found in China. Panda. Encourages or boosts. Buoys. I spelled it wrong. It's UO. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hangs down would be sags. Blather. That one I don't think I'm gonna see just yet. Yeah, let's move on to another one. Uncomplicated would be just simple. Small demons are imps. Language spoken in Egypt would be Arabic. I guess we can go up the top and do it in some sort of order. Smallest particle imaginable. Is it going to be like wit or dit? I don't know. It is wit. Okay. Didn't know that word, but using the letters that were there, that's the only thing that seemed to make sense. Not in this country would be abroad. Picks up and carries, lifts. Swim. I was going to say swam on that one before I even looked at the thing, but it's swim. Foaming or bubbly. Frothy. Okay, go over here, drink slowly as sips. Completely clear surface is to Don't know. Let's try. Oh, completely clear surface. I thought it meant like clearing the surface. I think it just means that it's something that you can see through. Still doesn't really help me though, does it? At least I can't think of anything. No, I can't think of anything right now. Let's go to something else. Unsporting. Unfair. Cuts off. Lops. No, not the Z. That was my mistake to click. Let's go back over here. Blather. Is it waffle? Okay. Completely clear surface. Oh, it is to clear the surface, to sweep. Okay. So I was thinking about the first time. Then I changed my mind about what it could be, and then it was going back to the other way. Okay. Alrighty, let's go into bridges. Let's see, we've got a 5, so that means all of these have to be in. The 3s in the corners mean these have to go. The 4 in the corner is just done. This 5 has to do this. 2, 4, 6, 8. We can't really do anything on that 6 yet, but this 6 and this 5 we can do work on, because the 6 just has to be all of them. And then the 5 has to finalize this way. Okay. Now the 1, this 1 has to go here. The 6 is not still too usable. This 3 has to go up though, which means now this 2 has to go into the 5, which means, no, it doesn't have to, I guess. I guess it could come all the way around, and these two don't have to connect. Do we have anything else that's a given? Yeah, this 3 in a corner, this 3 in a corner. The 1 could go either way. 3 could go multiple ways. This 5 actually is now good because we can say it does this little junction. Now it's going to say the 2 has to connect to the 5, and the 5 has to finish up to the 3. Those guys are all still, oh, the 3 has to finish here, the 2 has to go forward, the 2 has to go forward, the 2 has to go forward, the 2 has to go forward. Good. Now, 2, 4, we can't, so I guess we do know that the 1 has to go here, because we only have 1 in the 4, so we can only put 2 more this way, so that's 3 max, so the 4 is just done. Now, this 4 could finish that way or could go this way. The 1s could go certain ways. The 3 has to finish. Here we go. This 2... Oh, no, the 1 has to come into here, which means the 5 has to finish this guy. The 2 has to come back in. The 6 has to finalize. The 3 has to go up. 2. Now, the 4 has to at least touch into you, because the most it could have done was taken on 1 more of these. And this 3 is actually in a corner, so it's going to tell us what we have to have. Then the 3 can finish, the 4 can finish, the 3 can finish, the 2 has to go down, the 1 has to go up, the 4 needs to finalize, the 2 needs to finalize, and the 3 goes to the 4. There we go. All right, let's jump into the Futoshiki, see how we go on that one. That might determine what else we do to, I mean, we're only at 9 minutes, but Futoshiki sometimes can take a while, especially in the larger ones, but that may or may not depend on my mental capacity, so let's see if we can figure anything out. Let's think about 1s and 6s. That tends to be the normal way to go about it. Can't be 6, can't be 6, can't be 6, can't be 6, but these 2 could be. 1s have too much play up there. Yes, no, 6s, too much play here. That could be 6, too much play on this guy. What about this one? He seems to have every single one of these has some sort of modifier. 1 can't go there, 1 can't go there, could go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. Okay, this is a 1. That's our first bit of use. All right, now what does that tell? Excuse me. What does that tell us? I think it tells us this is a 1, right? You can't be 1, you can't be 1, you can't be 1, you can't be 1. Yep, this is a 1. Let's see what that does up here. No, there's still multiple options of the 1 up there. You can't be, you can't be, you can't. Both of those could be. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes. No, no, yes. No, yes, yes. Did that create an X-Wing? Didn't we say these two? It does. Let me put those in. That's that. Yes, no. Okay. And then no, no, yes, no, no, yes. Okay, so we do have an X-Wing on 1s. Let's now think about that against these other groups. Because this is still a yes, but this is a no now, this is a no now, this is a no, this is a no, and this is a no. Yeah, this is the one. All right, let's try the other ones. No, 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 no. So this is yes. Good. Now, that should be all of them that we can do apart from whenever this X-Wing gets worked out. So let's go back to our 6s and see if we can find anything on those. Multiples there. I'm going to go up and down first. That's a no. This is a no. This is a no. These two are both yeses. Shoot, I thought we were going to have something. No, yes, yes. None of that stuff. We might have to go to 2s instead of 6s here, but that's no, that's no, that's no, that. Oh no, here it is, a 6 right here. Oh, that's right, because we had those 2, and now we put the 1 over there. Okay. Let's see what else we can then find with our 6s. Anything good to work with? Nothing down there. Not really that I can see, at least not on the horizontals. Verticals I think we looked at too, and most of it's still kind of open. Yeah, these 2 we had said, and then there's nothing there. Okay, we gotta find something else to look at then. Why don't we start thinking about maybe this grouping, and then if we can't find anything, we'll maybe try the 2s, because we have a lot of the 1s, so maybe the 2s will correlate back to them. So let's think about you first, though. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's as much as it can be, so we're going to do it's like a thermo almost. Does that tell us anything whatsoever? Not necessarily. You could be from 2, 3, or 4. That's not going to tell us. Okay. Yeah, we can use this, and we can think about the 2s at the same time. This can't be a 2 because of our X-Wing on 1s. This could never be a 1. That also says that one. This one can't be a 2 because we can't go down, and these 2 can't be, so this is our 2. Now, that can't be a 2, but one of those 2 could be. No, no, yes, yes, no, yes. That could still be. A bunch of these could be. That's a no, that's a no. Yes, 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 and not there. Okay. Now let's go vertically on the 2s quickly and see if we can find anything on it. One of those 2. And there's a bunch of them there. There's a bunch of them there. No, no, no. Yes, yes. So that's not helpful. No, I don't see anything on the 2s either. So let's maybe go into some of these other guys like we did here and try to find some options because it might show us something. The min you can ever be is a 3. That's what it is. We needed to look there. Because this has to, oh no, sorry, that's the wrong way. So that's not as helpful as I thought it was. 2, 3. Actually, this could probably go to 4, couldn't it? No, I'm completely looking at this the wrong way. Goodness gracious. Hi, yeah, no, that's right. 2, 3, 4. This could go to 3, 4, 5. This could be 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wow. Let's see what else. we can work on any of these things. This guy could be almost anything, couldn't it? Seems like it. What about you? 654? Yeah, this could be then 543, and this could be 432. Maybe there's something more in this in this column we can work with, though. Because again, you are 7, you could be almost anything. That's the problem. So we still have 2 options there. So 5432. You can be almost anything. Let's go over to you then, I guess. 654 will work. 543 432. Oh, this is the only place a 5 can go? Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I should have looked at 5s next instead of the 2s. That's a 5, which means this is 6, which means this is 4. Therefore, this is 3 and 2. Good. This has to be 5, 4, 3. That's going to sort all of this out. Alrighty, there we go. Making a little progress. This has to be a 2. These have to be a 1, 3, so this is the 1. So these ones are going to finalize. Good, now we're moving. This has to be the 5. This has to be the 6. This has to be 4 now per my notations. This is 6. Can we do U2? We need a 2, so it goes here. And we need a 3, so it goes here. You need a 4 and a 5, so this is the 5 and the 4. That's going to force the 3, the 2. Good. Now we're going to get one of these guys to work out so we can get these other ones to work. So we need a 4 over here. We need a 5 here. That's going to sort these 2, and then we can finish this thing. That's 3 and 6. There we go. All right. Once we got started, or got moving there, say, alrighty, got through that one okay. Took us about 8 minutes, but still not bad for that size of Futoshiki. Let's do our word search next. What do we got? NFL players. Okay. This is one for the North American group here. Kurt Warner, is that what this is asking me for? I don't think he's still in the league, but Williams. And a lot of these guys, I think most of these guys are in the league right now, unless there's probably another Warner. I'm thinking of Kurt Warner because that's the guy I know the most. Let's see, what else do we have? Christian McCaffrey. I don't know which Jackson they're talking about there. There's a lot of them, I think. CD Lamb. One of the many Joneses. Jalen Hurts. Here's Kittle. Where's Max Crosby at? He's over here. Come on, you son of a gun. So, we got Mahomes and Garrett left. Here's Garrett, Miles Garrett, and where's Patrick at? Here he is. Mahomes, thank you. All right, what's next? Let's do the wordy, so I'll go and do my video and be right back. Alrighty. One terrible commercial down, we can move on. This is Crane that we're going to put in here. We get an A and an E. I'm going to go into Pious here because I think there might be another vowel, and there the S is a good spot. So let's say this could be ES, and this is going to be an A. We could do takes, bakes, fakes. There's a lot of K words here, so let's just put that in and see if we do get the K. Or it's just, oh, I thought I had it. The one that I thought was going to be the right letter was the one that wasn't. So what are you? Could be tails. Could be taxes. Let's err on the side of the more likely, and it's going to be taxes then. Of course. You had to put the old X in there, didn't you? I see how it works. All right. We still got it. Moving on. All right, we got Challenger left to do, and that should be it. So let's get it on. As Marvin Gaye once said. That was Marvin Gaye. Historic records. In what way are they saying records here, I guess is the question. Not quite sure. Let's try some of the downs. Maybe we'll get some clues. Circumference of one's middle waistline. We don't put the extra E in there. Now let's come across historic records. Archives. There we go. I wasn't sure if we were talking about records as in documentations or like records of like a sports record, that sort of thing. So anyway, stinky would be smelly. Untruths, lies. It's bigger than violin. That's not going to be something I'm going to get. Is it an E violin? Let's try something else. Get us some clues here, mate. Wait, that was... Oh, I was going down... Oh, I was looking over this way. It's viola. I thought where the clue was thinking about the 19 across, not the 20 down. Throwing out of tenant is eviction. Let's try some of these other guys. Plotter or conspirator is a schemer. Yep, okay. Quarter of a pint is a gill. I couldn't have told you that if you asked me that without any hints, but obstruct is to impede. Now it's I-M-P-E-D-E, right? Yep, okay. Matter of contention. I thought it was a master issue. Strum with it. Strum with it. Not sure. Try something else. Half-conscious state. A dream. Okay. Let's go across to looked at. I'd. What are you? Extra hours will be overtime. Oop, not the extra R either. Let's go down here. First part of an egg is a yolk. Let's do this guy. Prescribed medicine, drug. Now let's go back to strum with it. Let's see. Pluritude. I'm not seeing that one for some reason. Let's try some more. Mix or merge would be meld, I think. Cheat or swindle. Rook. Okay. Magician is a sorcerer. There we go. 2 plus 2. I don't know what that is. Array of numbers or symbols. A matrix, perhaps? Yes. List of book contents is an index. Let's go. Let's actually do this one first. Plunge into water briefly. Dunk. Then let's go over here. Spiritual or insubstantial. Ethereal. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Ethereal. Okay. Let's go across. Baby feline is a kitten. Then let's come down. Notion would be an idea. Polite in old-fashioned way. Genteel. Obviously. Evidently. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Now we gotta figure out this thing. Strum with it. Is this some instrument? Strum with it. This has to be the R down here. I'm just doing that to put that in there. Plectrum. plectrum. There we go. Figured it out eventually. I think I've heard of that word before, but I would have never been able to conjure that out of any type of memory. All right, was that it? Sudoku and cross sums left over. Yeah, I'm not going to do cross. I'm just not a fan of it, so I'm going to move on from it. Yeah, we're at good time, 26 minutes, not bad. So anyway, that was a good puzzle. Had a lot of nice, interesting ones here today. Nothing terribly difficult to get into, but we definitely had to use our brain in a few of them. So anyway, that was October 24th, 2025's puzzle page. Hope y'all enjoyed that one, and we will most likely see you tomorrow morning. So have a great day. Thanks.